Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And, we're getting bumping up on the 9 o'clock hour. I did have to move indoors today. It's cold outside. There's the phone number, 706-889-9700. And you can send me any kind of messages. And there you go. The email address, chief@fetchernews.com. I've got my President Trump inauguration 2017 cup, a picture of the president, several things in the background. One very racist picture, it looks to me. I could lose my internet license with YouTube. Never know. They're probably scanning it now. So listen, I'm going to just say this point blank. If you have a child and the child thinks he or she, whatever, what am I getting at? I don't even know my pronouns here. But if the child thinks they're a girl, you say, look right here. You see this here? This says, no, you're not a girl. Simple as that. All right, so last night, 500 people assembled to discuss, and you can find that article on fetchernews.com. And you can find that on fetchernews.com. I tried to open a program I should not have. Pickens County, and we will have the video up today. All right, we will have the video up today of last night's program or town hall. We'll have that video up today. And let me go to right here. Go ahead and put up number 10. This is Elizabeth Warren, who wants to be. We're going to talk about the presidential debate, Democrat debate tonight. We're going to get into that. I just want to stay on this for a minute because I think every time you hear impeachment, and we do know CNN and Jeff Zucker, and we do know what happened with Project Veritas, exposing CNN bias and wanting to stay focused on trying to take the president of the United States down. Trump administration, now you go back, here's what happened, okay? So we talk about Joe Biden and Ukraine and the Democrats getting back into power, all right? In May 14, 2016, now Barack Obama's administration tied federal money to bathrooms for transgender children. Okay. So, Barack gate up our schools really, really good. I mean, he did. He just went and gate up all the schools in the United States of America. And this CNN article, Feds transgender guidance, would schools lose funding? Okay. Would school districts and public universities lose funding, federal funding, if they don't heed Friday's federal guidance directed them to treat transgender students according to their gender identity? Okay? Now stay with me. Why is this important? According to their gender identity. All right? Now, the state of North Carolina passed a law, which they've repealed, that said government buildings in North Carolina would be male-female buildings, okay? So they passed the bathroom law. And you couldn't exactly go take a leak in the restroom that you identified yourself as. I can't believe I discussed this kind of crap, right? And the NBA, this all ties together. They're friggin' nuts. The NBA said, guess what, Charlotte? We will not hold our All-Star game because we may have crazy-ass transgender people that want to attend the game, and they'll be discriminated against if they can't go to the restroom they identify as. And then we're going to have to do some bouncing around here really hard. They would not go to Charlotte stay on that number 7 for a minute. They would not go to Charlotte, the NBA, because of North Carolina's bathroom bill. Then the Obamas, which gate up every school in America, decided, excuse me, I apologize for that. They decided that they wanted every school to make sure that a child could go in a bathroom that they identified as. Wow. Then we go back and we look here. Let's see. Let's go to number 18 for a minute. LeBron James, I think, was part of the boycott of Charlotte NBA. LeBron James, NBA GM's Hong Kong tweet was misinformed. So the guy from the Houston Rockets, I forget his name right off the bat, but the guy from the Houston Rockets, the GM that tweeted out, I think, Hong Kong, we stand with you. That's it. Freedom of speech. The human rights there. The Chinese literally cracking down on heads in Hong Kong. But LeBron just played 2 exhibition games in Beijing or somewhere in China. The NBA went over there licking boots last week, begging China not to pull funding or turn their back on the NBA financially. It was all about the money. When all that happened was somebody tweeted, Hong Kong, we stand with you. They wouldn't go to Charlotte because of a bathroom discrimination. They get up and run at every religious liberty bill in Indiana and anywhere in the United States. If there's a religious freedom, religious liberty bill, companies, corporations try to bring fear and strike fear into the states that they won't come here. Oh yeah, it's a bathroom? Really? Just think of how many times, we've done the, the heartbeat bill. And Hollywood and athletes and big sporting events won't come to your state. Bathrooms. Yeah, LeBron James, NBA, you wouldn't go through North Carolina and play at Charlotte because of the bathroom bill. So, again, last night, bathroom. We got number 7, put number 7 back up. And number 7, and let's see, let's go to, number 10. I'm sorry, 10. Number 10. Let's go to the Supreme Court. Let's go to number 9 for a minute. Let's put up number 9, the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Okay. United States Supreme Court divided on LGBT employment protection. Gorsuch could be key vote. Neil Gorsuch. Right now, okay? Now, this article is from October 8th, 2019. It's all staged. Every bit of this is staged. You're going to say, are you telling me it was staged in Pickens County? Everywhere in America, these groups are encouraging every school, every kid that could possibly bring up the bathroom controversy. Every single thing they can. You remember, it's your civil rights. Protect. What did Elizabeth Warren say? And I will get to that. Hold on. Elizabeth Warren said, okay. Let's see, Department of Education, civil rights. Elizabeth Warren told this kid on the screen, I'm sorry, I'm bouncing around, but you remember, go back to number 10. All right? Go back to number 10 for a minute. Elizabeth Warren said, make sure I don't have to worry about anything but my homework. The little girl, which identifies as Jacob. I want a Secretary of Education who both believes in public education and believes in the value of every kid and is willing to enforce our civil rights laws. There's a reason she said that. Because right now, okay, U.S. Supreme Court, this was on October 7th, but there's two cases in the Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday, this is last week, closely divided on whether a landmark law forbidding sex discrimination in the workplace protects gay and transgender employees, with conservative Justice Neil Gorsuch emerging as potential decisive vote. Okay. The court's four liberal justices signaled agreed toward arguments by the plaintiff that gay and transgender workers, trust me, this will be everybody, are covered under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which bars employers from discriminating against employees on the basis of sex, race, color, national origin. Your civil rights, as soon as the Supreme Court rules on this, if they do in the LGBTQ community, if they rule in favor and make civil rights, exactly. Because you got to remember what we took this from. We took this from red and yellow, black and white, which Elizabeth Warren likes to sing. We took this from, race, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, the rights of race. I mean, you can laugh me off this screen, but if the Supreme Court of the United States gives civil rights to transgender people that identify, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get 7 dogs, and every one of them damn dogs are going to have their civil rights, and I'm going to tell you who the hell they identify as, and they're going on my damn taxes. Oh, you got it. I won't protect this. You're going to protect. I am going to have 7 dependents on my taxes, and I am going to identify all damn 7 of them, couple boys, couple girls. I'm going to identify them any way I want. You can laugh me off the screen. We have lost our damn minds. What the hell is wrong with you damn people? I'm serious. All right. So that's what was asked. The Supreme Court of the United States is hearing a case now. So last night, we're going to get a little deeper on that. Transgender, I'm going to get away from it because we're going to come back. Now look at here. I mean, transgender number 21. Target, you can go to Target. Go to any bathroom you want. Target workers say hours cut after wage hike. Let's talk about that when we come back. All right. And tonight's debate by the Democrats and impeaching Trump. Once again, we'll talk about that. I'm going to stay off the transgender for just a minute, bathrooms. But I'm telling you, you need to look at the whole entire thing, and you need to put a stop to it. So let me say this in closing. Although there are many members of the Board of Education that I do like, want to be clear. Several of the superintendent of schools in North Georgia and areas that I'm aware of, I do like good people. But folks, you need to take your schools back. And you need to quit worrying so much of what's happening out there. And you need to worry what's happening in here. And you need to go get America's schools back, because America's schools is your tax money. It belongs to you. And you, for too long, have give that responsibility to people on the Board of Education. Give that responsibility to principals, administrators. You've give that responsibility to the state, and you've give that responsibility to the federal government. You, the people, the taxpayers. If 500 people assemble in a room, okay, now I could be wrong. If 500 people withdrew their school tax and tested any area on, hey, what are you going to do now if you don't have my money? I think you would see a change very quick. Because I'm going to tell you something. If one person decides, and I'm not advocating, my God, I got to be careful from here. But if one person decides not to pay their school tax, they can care less. Eventually, they're going to put levies. The county is going to put liens on your house because you got back taxes, and then they're going to want to sell your house because you boycotted or protest your school tax money. Let me tell you something. You get 500. Those TV cameras came up last night to Pickens County High School to watch a show, to see if you would act ignorant. And I'm sorry, just to see if they can find one person to just say ignorant stuff on camera. I'm sorry, just telling you the truth. But I tell you what, you let 1,000 people in a community decide that this year they're not paying their school tax, and they write it right on their bill. They circle their county property tax, and then they say paid $593 school tax, $1,060, and they circle that not paid, and they send it in, and there's 1,000 of them. You'll get the news cameras. You will get the attention of the school board. You will get the attention of everybody that, guess what? You're in charge. The parents. Take it back, folks. Quit accepting things and sending your money. Like, oh, I don't want to buy that, but here's my money. I'm going to take a break. I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's go to break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began